EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the New England Patriots. Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Quick throw into the hands of Hopkins out wide. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's McDonald. Caught left side, it's Beckham. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, McDonald. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
On the coverage.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again, McDonald. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down at the 20.
This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
For the extra point.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Faking the give. Now Watson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
29, the ball carrier.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Rolling to his right. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On second down, Michelle. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, Michelle. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Looking to throw on second down. McDonald flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
With a 48-yard line. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, McDonald. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Patriots.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
41-yard line.
Play action. It's McDonald. going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Clinton Dix making the safety blitz look easy. Zooms in for the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Michelle, incomplete. Sets up a 3rd down and 18.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. These two teams all tied after 1.
Tucker McCann on for the field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Watson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Out of the gun, Watson. It's caught, Nelson. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
A gain of 5.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Texans 1st down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. To throw is Watson. On the screen, this is Coleman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. He'll drop this down to Coleman. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 3rd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Patriots take over. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 42 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
1 yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the Texans' 39-yard line.
On the ground, this is Michel. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
And down inside the 15 he goes. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. He may try and run, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Cole McDonald, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. From the gun, Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Coleman. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
At the Patriots' 32-yard line.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Operating from the gun, Watson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, it's Watson. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
A 49-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in a field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now this time he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
On the keeper. Thrown away and incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, McDonald. Buying time to his left. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory.
Watson's pass.
Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 44 yards.
4 yards on the play.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this game.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They begin with Michel on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
McDonald to Michel on the screen. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Complete to Sony Michel.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2nd and 8. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Operating from the gun. McDonald. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Watson. They'll roll him out right. Here's Fuller with a catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
The ball carried by
a gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
Taken down at the
Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
1st down, Texans.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
19 yards. First down, Houston.
Now they try the right side here. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Texans 21, Patriots 20. Fairbairn.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They go play action with McDonald. And now he'll tuck it and run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Texans 21, Patriots 20.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Coming up on 2nd and 7. From the gun, McDonald trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. It's Coleman here. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and it's got him in the lead. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A big-time run there by Sony Michel.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots move back within a couple of the lead. Well, that was a quick hitter drive. They had the huge play to get him down near the goal line, and then they run it in. I don't know that the defense ever had a chance to catch their breath.
A lot of the time now, when we see people hit big plays, each team defines a big play their own way, 10, 15-yard gains. In this case, it was a huge gain. They often want to hurry up and go right away. Keep the momentum going, hit them again, and I think we just saw that there. The second play resulted in pay dirt.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
29, the ball carrier.
John Simon in on the stop.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
3rd down.
They will run again with Coleman. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
You don't see too many cornerbacks coming up with hits like that in the running game. He announced his presence right there and knocked it back for a loss.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Michel's the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 9.
That's
a big play there for New England. 41 yards.
First and goal at the 9.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Michel on the handoff. Clinton Dix brought him down. A pickup of 2.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a one-score game. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. You call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try to run it in, Michel. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. A gain of 7 might change the thought process here as they have some options on fourth and goal. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. McCann's kick up and good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Now Watson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
Third down. 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots are close to finishing off this football game. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
Today's final score.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and it wasn't really always